They know how to always posture the wrong meepo. Obviously, 33, really good player, and I expect him to always be looking. But it's so tough, man. Especially once you get those extra meepos. We'll see how this game is gonna pan out. But I'm backing Entity here. I feel like this is a great meepo pick, even though it's 23. And this Monkey King, this hero is so annoying. I've seen some Kataomi games that are clowny as hell, so I think we're gonna have a lot of fun as well.
So I'm yet to cast one of these Monkey King games too. Of course, I've seen Shinkyu do his Monkey King shenanigans, and now I get to see it from Kataomi. So yeah, we'll see. The big question is like, yeah, how much you're gonna sacrifice his DM lane. I feel this is something the panel was mentioning as well. Like this could be a little bit of a vulnerability here for the Centaur. You know, if they went for like an aggressive carry. And definitely the Templar Assassin is someone who can put a lot of pressure on inside the lane. It's a little bit more different if you have some extra levels. I also want to add, I'm very intrigued on what item build Mickey is going to go for. Of course, he kind of was criticized a little bit for his pretty much only Mjolnir Templar Assassin, which he was running recently. His top lane, Fishman, will also give up first blood. So that is a incredible start from Liquid, already much better than the previous game.
Very true. They did really well, right? I think this 33 Boxy's lanes, they have been alongside Nisha in some games, the high points of Liquid. I feel like they are always winning their lanes, but it's kind of the 10 to 20 minute mark where Liquid starts to struggle. So it's very nice to see them picking first blood, and we'll see if they are able to snowball off of that. Hopping back into the TA build, I think Shard is so good this game. That silence onto the meepos could be a way for them to get initiation with the DK, with the Doom. That AoE silence is clutch. We'll see what he's gonna go for. As you said, Mike Linsanya here should be dead.
Yep, should be dead indeed. So Entity going to be able to strike back. Team rewarded with a kill. So we're not seeing any attempts in the Kori snipes just yet. Kataomi looking to try and at least secure some of the early waves here from DM.
Yeah, I think once you have boots, maybe phase boots on DM, he might feel more comfortable staying alone. So I really like this, because I've seen games where the Monkey King starts in the enemy base and like he just doesn't let any courier out, but you pay a lot for that sometimes with your lane struggling. So overall, also I cast one game where the Monkey King was like level 2 minute 11. Because, right, couriers don't give experience, they only give gold when you kill them. So you do struggle quite a bit, as he will go for a courier thing. He has a ward, a very deep ward. So might be able to find Mika's courier right now.
More top lane though, Watson. He's getting chased under the tower, having to try and dance back into the tree line. Fishman's doing a pretty good job to actually be a nuisance, and looks like Liquid might just turn onto the Mirana instead. They still have the creep wave to be able to tank up, so it's like overall, I mean, this is not a position you want to be in from Entity. The resource is incredibly low. Watson got his Kori sniped as well. Might look for it. Fishman, no arrow, unfortunately. Starstorm just has enough mana for it. Now, Boxy with a Fairy Fire. No! Oh, what a read from Boxy.
Yeah, really good. And you know, that's not a combination we never think of, right? The Meepo carry Earthbind with arrow, but as you get more levels, this actually becomes kind of annoying to deal with. Mid lane, overall, pretty even here, but they're going for a play of Kataomi. TP from Fishman.
They got the damage, double bracer. I don't know if he's dying. That was a bit... I mean, you force 2 rotations. I guess you have to rotate 2 heroes as well. I don't know, it seems ambitious though.
Yeah, they do deny one of the water rooms, but you know, Nisha with the double bracer, 2 pull tangos. He's definitely getting a bit more love this time than he had in game number 1. 33. Where's that second Meepo?
Doesn't matter, it looks like... Nice timing actually, telekinesis from Boxy. Lacking some of the mana, but Fishman, he's able to come into play. Swinging down from behind. Another body blocks from Watson are pretty decent. Boxy will be able to slip on past, but it's not going to matter. The damage has been dealt. Entity find a double kill, and the support's importantly getting involved as well, so it's going to be some much needed experience for the two.
Wow. I mean, Watson, I think the way he's able to turn this pressure from Liquid into plays that seem really, really hard, it has to be at least partially due to his high MMR in pubs. He was being pressured so much. He got his level 4 really late into this lane, which is very important for Meepo, and he didn't die a single time. He enabled a lot of those kills, even though the Mirana had to rotate for the mid lane as well. Once again, very impressed with his gameplay here. This is not like a free Meepo game, especially in the laning stage. I think afterwards it gets better, and he's still not really giving Liquid that much.
That's one stun. Just a measly clarity. It's a mid lane as well. It's a very deep observer ward plays from Bo3, one that we don't see all that often.
Yeah.
But once the sentry that previously got the D ward on the other ward is still going to cover this one as well.
Oh, Kataomi.
And
there's a courier behind him, actually. There's 2 couriers. One?
Oh, that's a juicy one. Oh, Senior, micro. Maybe, did you see it?
He didn't. I don't think he
Sees
did.
it now? Oh, oh no, it's starting. It's starting.
3
no one's
couriers
gonna Diddy, no shot. Alright, this should be the damage that they were lacking previously. Level 6, double damage room. Unfortunately, a bit of a miss there from the arrow from Fishman. It was on the mark. Potentially, they could have transitioned that into an extra kill onto Insania, but I mean, no one on his ever so comfortable conquer something that he had a ridiculous amount of success on in the past back on Virtus Pro.
And look at that, they're already posturing here for this Wisdom Rune. Kataomi in position, he has that ward. If they were to steal this Wisdom Rune, this could have huge implications for Liquid. Those supports with no levels. Oh, Rana.
But even Meepo's bringing one of his clothes in as well. So it looks like Fishman's going to go down before they will connect. Kataomi, oh, almost a great timing with the stun. But now it's just as soon as they see Watson, 33 is going to try and TP him, but what can the Doom do by himself? Maybe a return kill onto Kataomi? Looking for the deny. He's going to get it as well. And now, yeah, Watson perfectly okay. No threat at all from 33, so at least you do get the Wisdom Rune for Liquid, of course, but you give up a couple kills as a result, and importantly, I mean, Kataomi, he gets denied from the neutral, so very happy for that movement.
I cannot understate how important this moves from Watson are. Like, he is the lowest CS right now, but he is the second in net worth, just out of those plays, out of not dying and participating in all the kills.
Nicely done, Insane. Holding the Frostbite to the last second, and now Kataomi jumped in as well, and potentially giving another free kill over to Liquid. Frostbite back up. I mean, it was just... I was waiting to see the Stampede out of DM, but of course he recognized as soon as Stampede would be used, Insania would hold him down with a Frostbite, so there was no escape potential.
They have an arrow.
Lane, though. Arrow connects before the X drag back, so the stuns aren't actually going to last that long, and as a result, Bo3 actually will get away thanks to the haste rune, so kind of getting a little bit lucky due to the position that the arrow was flying in from.
Yeah, they just didn't time the spells right. If they just used the arrow a little bit later, maybe that was a kill. But still, there's a stack for no one to farm. He's very happy about it. Nisha didn't really do that much damage in the mid-tier 1 tower. I really feel like... Oh, look at top lane. They're setting up with this Watson Meepo again.
First miss on the Earthbind.
Yeah.
33. Actually thinking about going back in. If they got any TPs, turn on the Doom. But the slow is going to prevent 33 from getting the Meepo, and I don't think the Doom will keep him alive as well. Now that is a gigantic kill, not only just slowing down the offlaner from Liquid, but now you put a pretty big ultimate onto cooldown.
Alright, at least they're going to get the mid tower out of this. Nisha recognizing the rotation, knows he can't really assist. Okay. That's a mid tower here for Liquid. Nisha I mean, his net worth doesn't indicate that, but I think the hero he has relies way less on gold, which means he's still set up for a decent game as another courier. Oh, Kataomi.
So, 7 kills and all the courier snipes as well. It's only 1,000 net worth lead at the moment. They might be able to get another kill though, Nisha. Without the double damage rune, let's see if they're going to have everything required to bring him down. It looks like this time with Watson here, It will not be a concern of the damage output. Now Crystal Maiden, they're going to be able to catch up to her. Are they done just yet as well? Fishman wanting to leap to Bo3 with the Boundless Strike still ready to work with. They've got the Stampede as well. They'll easily be able to get Bo3.
Triple
It's going to be cautious about how deep they go though, because Kataomi under a tier 2 tower, taking a bit of a beating. 33. Is he going to take him out? Will he stay there?
Whoa.
Oh no. What? The balls are still Kataomi. Oh my god, he's going to live.
So close. Dude, that's a triple kill from a Meepo that has no Diffusal Blade. That, I don't know. Watson, I know it's kinda, it feels, just praising someone because he's rank 1. I think a lot of people kinda like, oh yeah, but he has no accomplishments. He didn't really win any big tournaments. But this guy, he's raw talent. Like, he is literally raw talent incarnated, and it's just so beautiful to see him play. Like, he got a terrible laning stage once again, and he's the highest net worth just finding kills. Like, he's 5-0-4. He participated in 9 out of 10 of the entity's kills. This game, I think, would look much different if this Meepo was just trying to farm the jungle while the rest of the team scrambled to find plays.
I think the big thing for me is what I'm seeing out of Watson is just his consistency at the moment. And previously, this was, I think, a big weakness that he didn't have. Like, we could see the star power that he could bring to a team, but it just wasn't in every game. And at the moment, it's seeming like it's happening much more often. Like, this was a person who could secure the late game, but apparently he's starting to be able to secure the early game as well with some of his movements across the map, whether it be this game or in previous ones too. So yeah, I'm very impressed with what Watson's been able to do so far in this tournament.
Very true. Versatility is a big thing, because I think in the first games that he was playing, I think he played Terrorblade or Sven, and it was, 4 Protect 1, just standard 4 Protect 1 carry. But in this series, he's been so active. It is night and day, the type of playstyle, but he looks really good in both. The Diffusal Blade is on the way. He's super tanky with the Dragonlance as well. I love that, because against the Doom, you want that extra raw HP to survive the initiation. This is a rotation here towards the mid lane with no one in Fishman.
So this is definitely the big advantage that Liquid are going to be playing with, though, even with this deficit, is the fact they've already taken the T1 tower, and their potential to take objectives is much better compared to Entity until really this Meepo is going to be a big threat. So maybe their plays, once this Blink Dagger is completed from Nisha, will just be a little bit more fluid in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, I think that's why they're kind of posturing mid here for a while. If you get a kill, you could be able to brute force this tower. And they really want Insania, but he's not giving an inch. Also, going back to the TA thing you mentioned, it is going to be that Mjolnir TA. Mickey already has it queued up, has some of the components. Against Meepo, it's pretty good. Just having the active of the Mjolnir. I can't help but feel like this is a bit slow, though. Mjolnir is a very expensive item.
Yeah, he has a very different read of the TA. So this shard, I think, importantly, is going to come out pretty late. Kataomi, it's like, finally should be punished for this crazy Monkey King stuff that we're seeing. So that's a nice injection of gold given over to Mickey. But yeah, like, a big advantage that we've been seeing out of the Templar Assassin is like just such an early Aghanim shard and the map control that you can provide. But I think with this build, we do get it much later.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they will find the Mirana as well. Nicely done by 33. Blink Dagger debut.
Just a free kill. So he's happy with that by the looks of it. Back to farming they go. What do we want to see from Entity now, though? Like, this is Elder Dragon form used. So, I mean, that's going to be up much faster than the Doom. But yeah, importantly, 33's ultimate as well. So do you want to see them look to try and make a play? Or are you still kind of okay with the status of this game where you yourself are you're getting just as much farm?
I think they're fine trading farm. What you have to be careful about is the Roshan potential of Liquid with the TA. So whatever happens, you just gotta make sure you don't give away this TA a free Aegis. Entity definitely wants to fight with the Meepo eggs. That is the big timing that this hero gets. So as long as you're able to free farm these eggs, there's no real item here that changes how strong that is. As long as they're not getting the initiations on the mini Meepo, I cannot fathom how Liquid is gonna be killing Watson. And he's been playing out of his mind already. that, you know, with no diffusal, no eggs. He barely fought with the diffusal he completed.
Is Doom not one of those answers to the Mega Meepo if you get the Doom on the correct Meepo or the main one?
Yeah, that is the thing. You have to find the real one. Usually, he always will posture the clones more aggressively. But I guess the TA traps are one thing that might allow them to find.
Oh, that's aggressive. No Doom, but he's kind of baiting because Liquid, they're nearby. They're going to still be too late to protect him. But they will avenge his death, however, and get some much-needed gold and experience given over to again to Mike, and that is the grand prize being Meepo's life.
Yeah, there you go. That Frostbite's really annoying until you have the Mega Meepo. Even that extra move speed from the Moonlight Shadow, not enough. They already committed the Stampede. So that's a big win for Liquid, as they're also going to find the Kataomi Monkey King top.
So 2 kills across the map. We see instantly what's going on though. Mid lane, they will at least get an objective, so that's not the worst. The fact that let me go back. You're losing Meepo down bottom. You're definitely not a good thing. But the fact that you trade the Monkey King's life for the tier 1 mid lane, that is something you would definitely take from Entity. Now you're able to open up the map a little bit, and some of their movements will be easy to make.
For sure, and this is nighttime, so Roshan is on the top side. You're not going to lose Roshan because of that Meepo death, because that is the big thing. I feel like as this game goes late, it just gets worse and worse for this TA. There's no real itemization that fixes the Meepo problem. It only gets worse, right? Because sure, you have Doom, but you're against Moonlight Shadow, you're against Stampede. This means that all of the Meepos are going to have max move speed, that if you don't Doom the real Meepo, you can dig, you can Mega Meepo. You have Bolt as well. That is one thing we didn't talk about. So the damage from the Doom is going to be severely mitigated as well.
Doom back up. He's going to just catch out the Centaur if they got any stuns. Bo3 just gets in range at the buzzer, but the telekinesis has stopped that teleport away. Would have been a devastating escape to be able to waste another Doom, but Liquid making some really good plays across the map, some gigantic kills they've been able to find on the cores just to stabilize this game, because early on we were seeing Entity was starting to pull ahead. Yeah, really good moves from Liquid, but their timings are about to be online here on Entity. Eggs on Kunkka already up. The eggs on Meepo is pretty much here, and the Centaur, I guess he's going for a Halberd, very strong against the TA, but that's far away. Very curious to see if Entity tries to brute force Roshan, because Meepo, very good at that. It's just a question of getting all the TA vision, also taking the tier 1 top tower, because that is a hurdle. Conquer is a pretty difficult kill. No one's going to be able to commit the boat as well, just in case it's required with a rump off. They actually want to take the fight. DM jumps in, and here comes Watson with a Mega Meepo as well, but the Torrent Storm going to get layered down. There's no chance Liquid could take the fight, especially when the Templar Assassin gets caught out. They'll try and assist Bo3 with a retreat, and they will also get 33 away.
Back.
So nicely done from Bo3. It will be a dieback, I suppose. You get 33 out, but it's still, regardless, a lot of casualties from Liquid inside that fight.
Yeah, just utilizing Doom on cooldown. Very, very big move from Entity. They get their timings on the Mega Meepo. They get the Torrent Storm. This could be a tier 1 tower top into Roshan here. Obviously, it's kind of a low respawn timer on the TA. But I don't know. It does feel like it is possible. But Watson has other plans. CTP's bottom. Oh, maybe even baiting someone in this tower, but Nisha being very patient here, doesn't try to hit it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Could be still in trouble though if he shows.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Oh, for a second. And Watson instantly turns away from farming up the wave. Feeling like he needs some extra assistance. No one was thinking about TPing in, but decides otherwise. It will be Roche though. So you've got Torrent Storm back up, and let's see if Liquid do think about contesting it. They're on the opposite side of the map. And I mean, their lanes are in an okay position, but it seems like it will be a free Roche for the boys on Entity.
Yeah, that's rough, because TAs are here to rely heavily on that age, especially against Meepo. It's one of those heroes where you don't really want to get BKB early on TA. You still want the blink, you still want the shard. These next fights are going to decide the game, in my opinion. If Liquid lose 1 or 2 fights, it gets extremely hard for Liquid to bounce back. TA He's a hero that needs the momentum, needs to play from ahead, and Mickey, he had a pretty decent series, but in general, Entity just got way too many kills this entire game.
Dire's
Foxy.
bottom tower is under attack.
Careful if he pokes out. She will, but he's going to run down to the south instead of going back over the triangle. I will say, I think one thing with this Templar Assassin build is one of the praises with the owner is your scaling into the late game is better than the like Blink Deso Dragonlance kind of try and take over the map in 20 minutes. So the issue is like, is everyone else going to be able to get farm? Because it definitely could get to a stage where your cores are going to start to have some difficulty with keeping up, because we already see the map control that NNT have currently, and that also means the supports aren't really going to be playing with a lot. And this Rubik we've spoken about, like, you know, this is a hero with if you can get gold, you can have a lot of impact in the late game, but unfortunately Boxy will not be playing with items.
Yeah, I feel like the Mjolnir really shines 25 once you have the refraction charges. With a normal Desolator build, you don't really get to use that aggressive potential as much, but if you have the attack speed of Mjolnir, you just do so much damage when there's control. The thing is...
This is a big one. This is a big one. He's getting greedy, trying to cut that mid wave, and as soon as they saw the illusions pop out of the triangle, no one in DM. It's a bit of a signal for them on where this Dragon Knight was currently positioned, so nice kill for them to find. Meanwhile, you got Watson getting set up, cutting the wave mid lane. So they're going to look for probably this tier 2 tower here, unless Liquid has something to say about it.
Alright. One big nerf that Meeple got was the Disperser one, right? In the past, you could have get the move speed on all of your Meeples, especially when you're running away from Doom and other spells like that. Now you only get 2 targets, so it's harder to use and also a bit worse. Very curious to see. I feel like this Disperser, at least from some Meeples... Oh, Mike, you're under vision. Okay, there's some traps.
They also see 33 bottom lane, who's also getting set up on... Just TP up before Watson gets there.
Okay, good try.
So much information that Kataomi is providing them. He is going to see that there's no real heroes playing behind Mickey, but it's actually inside the mid lane where the jump occurs. DM's in some trouble, but that's where the Stampede's able to come into play to reset the team fight. Watson, though, looking to hunt the backline. He'll be rewarded with the bow flying out. Connects on Tanisha. Now the Torrent Storm means they've got grave issues, and there's going to be no way to address them. Liquid surrounded under their tier 2 tower, and a Doom will do nothing to turn it. You'll get the kill onto the Centaur, but even then, 33... He'll continue to be chased down. Watson knows no fear. 33 somehow does get the blink away and still gets the kill into the Centaur nonetheless, but another fight that goes Entity's way.
Yeah, I mean, that fight is incredibly hard to take. I'm surprised they even postured for this tier 2. I think when you don't have BKB on TA, it's impossible to really fight this Meeple at all. Like, they don't have a lot of AoE stuns, right? It's only... I guess this Hoof Stomp, the War Stomp from Doom, it's the only thing. So once you find the opening, it's really hard for Liquid, as they do find Kataomi, but he has backup.
They're beelining to the area, and as soon as they see Watson, they're just going to have to try and get out and cut their losses, but unfortunately, it's a great tidal wave from no one.
He lives. I mean, this is looking over. I don't know, this Meeple timing. It is so powerful. They still have the Aegis. They get the tier 2 mid. They get the tier 2 bottom. The BKB, like, he's not even close to Mike. He wants to finish his Hurricane Pike, which is nice. I think this is Entity's game to lose. You have to make like 3 big mistakes probably for Liquid to come back.
And look at the unrelentless pressure they're keeping up. A smoke from them, 3 into the triangle. And they're going to be rewarded. What a read. Oh, Mickey. Nice timing with the trap. It's not going to matter, though. Any TPs. He gets a blink away. Okay. They're still coming, though. They're not stopping anytime sooner. They got detection. Yeah, they do. Mickey dies under the tower. And now they're going to bleed more kills as well. Another great tidal wave. Knee shot. No stuns to hold him inside the Wukongs momentarily. It looks like Box is able to slip out as well. They should be able to chase him down. Kataomi once again with a boundless strike. Soon, he'll have the boys to be able to play with. Boxy will really make him work for it, but it's going to be a double kill in the end for Entity. They see Nisha too down bottom. They're already starting to go down for the DK.
Radiant's courier has
This...
Yeah, they definitely know he's there. He has no TP. He can use the... But they're already ping top. He wants to use the Twin Gates, but I think the Meepo is going that way. And even TP from the Kanka. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Dire are scanning.
Scan. Double scan. They really want Nisha. Goddamn.
Radiant are scanning.
Watson still got Disperser to use and Blink as well. Liquid actually starting to come.
Oh, he found it.
And Watson might not have enough damage to be able to blow him up before the reinforcements show. It's all up to 33 with the Doom. He needs to get on the right member. The Torrent will stall it out. And he got the Mega Meepo before. And now 33 forced the Doom. The Conquer, but the Conquer, he's already used his spells. That Doom is not good enough for Liquid to come back into this game. And now DM jump over the top. A beautiful hoofstomp onto two just gives them all the time they need to reevaluate. But no one's really playing with DM at the moment. He is isolated, the Centaur, begging for assistance. It'll come a little too late. He'll go down. But Entity, they should be happy with the trade. That will happen afterwards. They might not even stop just yet. Watson, an aggressive jump inside the base. Bo3, nice still to be able to get some separation. But Mickey, I was going to say, does he have the same fate? He also is okay, but... Man, where's this Entity team been in some of their other tournaments? They are looking clean.
They really are. I don't know. Maybe they've been screaming a lot. They didn't really play that many tournaments recently, but they are looking really sharp. I think Kataomi as well with this Monkey King. His item build, this U-Scepter to deal with the slow of the traps, to deal with the frostbite, and just that shard. He did so much with the shard boundless strike. He buys time. It always allows Watson to connect with that disperser move speed. And just getting the vision as well. I thought that the traps of Mickey were going to be a way for Liquid to find the Meepo, but it feels like the scouting of this Monkey King has also allowed Watson to not only get kills, but protect himself as Bo3. Finally dies.
And he will. Now maybe more? Maybe more kills, DM? It's just the Watson show. I mean, that being said, he's falling very, very low onto the base.
Oh, Mega Meepo.
It's just not going to matter. Torrent Storm is out. Welcome to the water park. As they will continue to chase them down. Entity, this is their home now. You might lose the Monkey King, but Watson, there is nothing he needs to fear with his spells put on cooldown. They might be able to catch up to no one. Going to be able to drag Nisha out of the base. Arrow will fly past, but all they need is a Torrent. And Watson's damage output, they're going to be able to get Bo3 as well. It might be the territory, because there does not seem like a way back in. This Meepo is far too ahead.
Yeah, at least they have backdoor protection here. Mid lane still being a problem. They have traps here if they want to try and deal with the bottom lane creeps. But yeah, I mean, even if they do all that, it does feel like Entity is just way too far ahead. This was, as you said, I mean, where were they? I don't know, but they are here now, and it looks like they're going to the finals in a 2-0 against Liquid. Even myself, that kind of trusted them to take the series, didn't think it was going to be a 2-0 in this fashion.
Yeah, I think keyword, like you said, though, in this fashion, because it is look dominant. Maybe one last fight for Liquid. Edging forward with the Doom from 33. And he's going to be able to get it on after the Mega Meepo, but now once again, how do you take a team fight after the Torrent Storm? Just gives him a ridiculous amount of AoE control, which makes it impossible for Liquid to have any hopes of turning around. And the G's are going to be dropped, and congratulations to Entity. They will move forward